Good morning, students. Today we study one more type of distribution called as chi-square distribution. In last class we studied it as student T distribution in a sampling theory. This is another one type of the distribution what we are studying it under the concept of sampling theory. This distribution provides a measure of correspondence between the theoretical frequencies and observed frequencies. The meaning of theoretical and observed frequency we will discuss. When you are performing any experiment, you are getting it some output that are called as observed frequencies. For example, you may have taken for different time interval the number of rotation of a wheel. So based on the speed, the rotation of the wheel may decrease as how much force you applied on that. According to that, you are writing the observations. So that is observed frequencies. Theoretical frequencies means based on some theory, some standard theorem or some standard calculations, you have decided based on that theory, it is decided that for this much time interval the wheel should rotate this many rounds. So that is nothing but a theoretical frequencies. So what you are observing it, that is observed frequencies. What based on the theory you are obtaining the frequencies, that is theoretical frequency. So chi-square distribution gives us a measurement corresponding between these two frequencies. You will understand clearly when I take up some problems. At that time, different type of examples we are taking up to discuss the chi-square distribution. So we understood that two important frequencies we are coming across in this distribution. That observed frequencies we call it as OI and estimated frequencies we call it as EI. So chi-square value is defined as summation of observed minus estimated frequency whole square, and each term should be divided by its estimated frequency. And as normal distribution table, student T distribution table, we have standard chi-square distribution table which is obtained based on the theoretical concept. That table is obtained based on the degree of freedom also. So in the study of chi-square test, we take a degree of freedom as n-1. Here is a note, important note. If the expected frequencies are less than 10, we group them suitably for computing the value of chi-square. Keep this note in mind. I will exactly fit it in a particular problem where we are going to use this note in the calculation. Okay. So you need to remember in this is a formula, and chi-square is obtained, the table value is obtained based on the degree of freedom. And two important data you need is observed frequency and estimated frequencies or theoretical frequencies. So here it is a mainly measurement of correspondence between the two frequencies. Okay. Before going to do some problems related to this step, these concepts are very much important. This chi-square test, especially we use it to test the goodness of fit. We already studied it in normal distribution, binomial distribution and Poisson distribution, the fitting of that distribution from the given data. Yes or no? So what we have fitted, a binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, is it good or not? We check it out by chi-square test. So chi-square test help us to test the goodness of fit of these distribution. These means which are the three distribution we studied: binomial, Poisson and normal. So how to test here? The first step is we need to do the assumption, hypothesis. We need to write it down. Based on the hypothesis, we calculate it of, based on the hypothesis, the obtained chi-square values, we check that we need to accept the hypothesis or reject the hypothesis. As per the previous conditions what we studied in different distribution. For example, in t distribution, if t calculated is less than the table value, we used to accept the hypothesis. If greater than, we reject the hypothesis. Here also in the same way, if chi-square calculated value is less than the obtained table value, then we accept the hypothesis. If it is greater than, then we reject the hypothesis. So instead of giving in notation, in wordings they have given it here. Let me take out some problems related to chi-square test. A die is thrown 264 times and the number appearing on the face X follows the following frequency distribution. So when die is through there are 6 chances of getting a face of a die as 1, 2, face may be of 3, face may be of 4, face may be of 5, or face of the die may be of 6. So how many times? 264 times when it is thrown, it is observed that 40 times the face has came up as 1. 32 times the face of a die came up as 2. So the number of time out of 264 times the face of a die came up is expressed as a frequency over here. They asked us to here just calculate the chi-square value. They didn't ask us to test anything. This problem I have taken up to make you to understand how to calculate the chi-square. Okay. So the following frequency, what it is given is nothing but observed frequency. Based on the experiment when they thrown 264 times the die, this observation they have done. Okay. But I need to obtain theoretical frequency or estimated frequency. How to obtain? Here based on the probability concept, we obtain the estimated frequency or expected frequency or theoretical frequency. Any wording can be used. So 264 times the experiment is taken place of throwing a die. So I have to divide it. What are the chances of getting? It is of 6. So 264 divided by 6, 44 is theoretically what I can assume it minimum 44 times. When I equally distribute it among 264 throws, I may get it 44 for each face as a turn up. So this is the expect frequencies 44 for all that. So how to calculate chi-square? Using a formula, sum of the observed minus expected divided by expected value. Now here you can observe it here. 40 minus 44 whole square is 4 square. So that comes up as 16 divided by 44. 32 minus 44, 12. So square of that is 144 divided by 44. Here estimated frequency is same for all the face value, hence that 44 is taken common. So subtract observed minus estimated and square it the values. So chi-square value you got it as 22. How I have to check table value? How many datas are given? N data is n equal to here 6. So degree of freedom of 5, n minus 1. The table value I have to take it down. But here they didn't ask you what you need to test, hence comparison question will not come. Here just I taken up this problem to explain it how to calculate it by theoretically the estimated frequency and obtain the chi-square value. Okay. Next problem. A sample analysis of examination results of 500 students was made. it was found that 220 students have failed out of 500. 170 had secured the third class, 90 secured the second class, and 20 had secured the first class. Does these figures support the general examination result, which is in the ratio of 4:3:2:1 for the respective categories? Here, how you understand in the exam that which test you need to apply? It is very clear. They asked you to compare it. Does the figure support the general examination result? So this result, is it support the results of 500 students, what it is done of the sample? Generally it may be so many students, we don't know. They have given it, the examination results are of fail, first class, third class, second class are in this ratio. Is it 500 what number of students they have given? Is it satisfy for the whole result, general examination results of a whole students of the school? So here, based on that comparison, we need to decide that I need to apply that chi-square test, or in a bracket for examination point of view, like chi-square table value will be given. So it will be easy for you to identify that you have to apply chi-square test. Okay. Now I need to do the hypothesis. What is a hypothesis I need to do? Generally we need to do a null hypothesis. What is a null hypothesis? The figure does not support the general examination result in this ratio I should take. But the problem is, to apply chi-square test, I need some expected frequency which is obtained from the theoretical concept. So to obtain the expected frequency based on the theoretical concept of the general examination, I had only one data as 4:3:2:1. So to calculate expected frequency, I need to use this. If I need to use this, means I need to take an assumption that general examination will support in this ratio. Hence, instead of taking a null hypothesis, here we are taking an alternate hypothesis for the testing. The main thing, to estimate the values, I need to take, it will be some theoretical basis, I need to take this condition. Hence we take it a assumption itself that these above figures support the general examination result in the ratio of 4:3:2:1. So how we calculate the expected frequency? Total how much is there of this frequency? 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 2 9 plus 1 10. So total 10. Out of 10, 4 have failed. Out of 10, 3 have scored third class. Out of 10, 2 got a second class, and 1 out of 10, 1 secured a first class. So out of 10 they have given the ratio. So for out of 500, what is the ratio I need to calculate? So that itself here, out of 10, 4. So 4 by 10 into 500 if I do, I will get the number of students scored in this ratio. Similarly, out of 10, 3 secured a third class. Then for into 500 if I do, I will get the number of students secured the third class out of 500 theoretically. I am repeating, it is expected frequency or theoretical. Expected frequencies will be calculated based on theory. Here a theory is nothing but the obtained with the chances, we are calculating it. So theoretical frequency, what we are obtaining it as 200, 150, 150. What is actually observed frequency for 500? It is given 220, 170, 90 and 20. So how many datas they have given? 4 datas. So degree of freedom will be 3. Observe that. So table value of chi-square for 3 degree of freedom, they have given it as 7.81. Now after obtaining expected frequency, we need to calculate the chi-square. So in table, form a table. Observed frequencies, if I write it down, expected frequency, what from the calculation we got it, write it down. Write the formula of chi-square, summation of observed minus expected whole square by expected. So sum of 220 minus 200 is 20 square, that is 400 divided by 200, plus 170 minus 150 is 20, again 400 divided by 150. 90 minus 100 is minus 10 whole square is 100 divided by expected frequency is also 100, plus 20 minus 50 is minus 30 whole square, it is 900, plus 900 divided by expected frequency is 500. Calculate this, you are obtaining a chi-square value is 23.67, which is greater than the table value 7.81. So what it says is the conditions greater than means we need to reject the hypothesis. So what is the conclusion I can write? I can conclude it that the given above figure of 500 students does not support the general results of a final examination in the ratio of 4:3:2:1. Next, we will study some more problems related to chi-square based on goodness of a fit. Thank you.